So I've decided I'm gonna keep doing these. I don't really care if it gets. I Jesus Christ. I don't really care if it gets big or not. But I had fun last time, so I thought, why not do it again? This time, like, okay. This time, like, God, I'm bad. This time, not sub grind because greed's fun. I think. Wow, I suck. Again, I like yapping, and I consider myself decent at the game. So I thought, why not just keep yapping while I play the game I consider myself decent at. Now, things to talk about. Things to talk about. I don't know if I have that much to talk about this time. Not as much as last time. Things might come to me. I decided to do one last thing. Well, almost finish one last thing with my hobby before I go on proper break from it because I'm getting burnt out from it. But me and one of the people I work with made fucking nuke, so that was fun. I should probably specify my hobby is modding. I didn't make a nuke. I know anyone watching probably knows what my hobby is, but whatever. Who's alive? You. Thank you, Akita. Faith. I've recently got into Witch Hat Atelier, a pretty good anime, honestly. Well, I heard the general premise, and I thought it was neat. Modular magic system. I love myself a modular magic system. So I decided to give it a shot, and I really enjoyed it. I would recommend it. For those of you who don't know much about it, I will explain it a little bit with little spoilers. Basically, uh, the whole magic system is, in a way, coding, but like, if coding was like extremely simplified. So, like, the whole thing is you have this magic ink, right? And with that ink, there's certain sigils and symbols that if you write down and then circle it, like encircle them in a circle, in a circle. Thank you, Emily. Um, if you encircle them in a circle, the sigils, then it just does stuff depending on what the sigils do. And I think it's really cool. And is used in really fascinating and unique and cool ways. And because it's completely modular and technically anything question mark can be done with it, the community is I'm gonna say the community's done some interesting things. So uh within about like a few, I want to say a few months of the anime airing. Um, I actually don't know when it first aired. I'm just gonna estimate a few months. People have already found ways to make black holes and air fryers. Also, transgender beams. So, might have to get myself one of those if you know what I mean. But like, I couldn't begin to tell you why the wizard sorry, witches, can begin to tell you why all the witches don't want the magic going public. It's like a whole thing. They have it's like outlawed to. This is a little more spoilery, but it's not really that spoilery. It's said within the first episode, so maybe two, maybe second episode. But it's like outlawed to use spells on the human body in any shape or form, whether that be whether that be like the things that make sense, just putting a spell on someone's body that just makes them combust, or even healing, because that's technically applying it directly to someone. Um, I don't remember what my original point was. Uh, but yeah, basically, oh yeah, the sole exception of that is not Satoru Gojo. The sole exception of the no applying it directly to onto someone or using it on someone is um is for fucking is for memory wiping, because uh if anyone finds out that they cast magic via ink rather than just via being magic, then you gotta memory wipe them, because honestly, completely fair and valid. I wouldn't want that secret getting out either. Um, because realistically, um, if the wider populace had the ability to cast any spell in any way could have ever wanted, then I think that would genuinely cause the apocalypse. But that's neither here nor there. Actually, no, it's kind of the point. It's kind of what it delves into a little bit. I actually don't know if it delves into that. I'm lopping. Um, uh, the spells are used in really cool ways. Like he's dead. Like the outer circle needs to fully connect for a spell to take into effect. It doesn't matter how badly drawn it is, it just needs to be a connected outer circle. However, if they draw two parts of an outer circle and disconnect them, but then connect on different objects, let's say you got one piece of paper with half of an outer circle and half of a spell sigil, and or whatever it's called, the spell rune spell, whatever, and another piece of paper with the other half. If you drag the papers together, then the spell activates, right? Right. Spells only last a certain amount of time, depending on how well drawn the circle is. And how big the circle is. Not real. Okay. It's not explained that much, not yet. But I believe how big and how well drawn the circle is depends on how long the spell lasts, and how big the sigils are depend on how strong they are. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, but that's what I've picked up so far. Again, I'm watching blind. I have not read the manga, so I could be extremely wrong. This is just what I've picked up. But uh, it's never fully it's not explained yet why sigil spells that you put together just kind of stay lasting rather than only last a certain amount of time. I currently personally think it's probably explained later in the manga. But like I personally currently think that like every time you put a spell together, the timer resets. I might be wrong. I don't know if anyone does know, and it's like just not explained yet. If it's not too much of a spoiler, correct me. I don't care. If it is like something relevant that comes up, then shut up. I'm bad. But yeah. It's a thing I've found really interesting and it's used in unique ways. I've seen people online, one make sigils that would hypothetically make black holes. Ignore that. But I've also seen people do like really cool and really cute things with like having half of a sigil on a piece of paper next to their stove and the other half connected to the like an on switch, so the moment they turn their stove on, the sigils connect, and it's like the sigils are like fire, like just condensing fire. I just think that's cute. I like that a lot. And I might be able to find the video. I might put it in. I'm probably just gonna upload it raw though. I don't know. I just think modular magic systems are cool. It uses it in unique ways. I like the series a lot so far. There are only 9 episodes, and I'm an anime only scumbag. But eh. Uh, Anything else I really want to talk about? I don't think so. After this, I have to. Uh, uh after I. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My bad. That's staying in because I'm uploading raw footage. The only other thing I need to do today. Oh God, it's late. The only other thing I do need to do today is like art practice for person I'm learning art from. If you're watching this, no, I haven't done that yet. I will do that soon. I promise. I mean, sure. But yeah, I will do the art practice soon. Don't worry. One thing I learned recently is if you don't hit that hook point, these enemies just don't spawn. Sure, I guess. Uh, I guess that's it for today, I suppose. Honestly, pretty fun again. Probably gonna keep doing this. Now it's, wow, that was a few seconds of a record.